This video is going to be long and boring and no one's going to watch it. Yesterday when I told you about my idea for the Sunday community gathering in the storefront that I'm thinking about renting here in my neighborhood, I was surprised by how many people wanted to be part of it, and it inspired me to think about it more. And I went back over there today and stared into the windows and tried to imagine. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my vision and where I'm headed and why I want to do such a thing. And so if that's of interest to you, stick around. A lot of people commented like, oh, this is a great idea. It's a community center. We're gonna have AA meetings and a free meditation class. And I think all of that is totally amazing. We need to be brainstorming ideas of things we can do in our communities and our neighborhoods. And I hope that some of you can take some of those ideas and run with them in your part of the world. That's not quite my vision for this space. I have been turning my wheels for a minute about other sources of income for myself so that I can tour slightly less. And I want to really be clear about this. I love doing the comedy shows. It's a dream come true. It's a part of my life that I thought was never gonna happen. I worked really hard when I was younger and just burned myself out and was so broke all the time, and it just didn't work. So when you guys connected with me via TikTok and then later Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, it opened up something for me that I thought was closed. And it was, I got to sort of get a second chance at living the dream. And I have for 4 years. I've been on the road all over the world, doing like 75 cities a year. And that's about what I'm doing this year as well. It's amazing. I am 51 years old, and I don't feel old, but I'm at my max with the travel. Again, it's wonderful, but I'm at my maximum amount. And I'm thinking of ways in the future how I can keep doing shows, but I've got my hands involved in other creative things that are a source of income for myself as well. So this space is going to be my private studio space. And I have lots of ideas of things I will do in this space. One of them is this possible Sunday community gathering. Now, that is not a source of income. That is a community-based thing, and I hope eventually it becomes, if it works, it becomes its own entity that just happens to meet in my space. Or maybe it gets big enough and moves to some other space. But your responses yesterday really influenced my thinking, because now I'm like, well, if that many people really want to really take part in this, then I'll make sure I get my hands on a space that can facilitate that. So, because I was looking at some smaller spaces or that had like different rooms, but I'm like, well, if this is really going to be part of it, I'll make sure it's a big, wide open space that could do something like this. So I would love to keep hearing your ideas, or in the comments, let me know that if you want to take part in it or just attend in some way. It's the kind of thing I think we all need right now, and I've got the means to do it. Other things I want to do regular gallery showings. I'm a photographer. I would like to use the space as my photo studio as well. But I might even do like classes or lectures, and of course, stand-up comedy shows featuring myself right here in my own neighborhood. So eventually I'd probably like to get my hands on a liquor license, and maybe we'll break into the bar during the Sunday service as well. And I love the idea of like meditation classes or yoga classes. I'm open to those things. I'm just turning my wheels right now. And again, just sort of thinking about my future and the next phase of my life. I'm going to keep doing shows. I'll probably do shows until I'm no longer with us. But maybe not 75 cities a year. I'd like to slow down a decent amount, you know? So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think.